On this video I'm going to show you how to turn right at different types of traffic lights. So the one that we're going to do now is probably the most common one that you're going to get. It's a crossroad controlled by traffic lights. Position myself towards the right hand side of this lane. So I'm along the line here. So this is a crossroad, which means that those cars over there should have a red light when I get a green light. Those cars are going to have a green light with us. So I need to go into the middle, check my mirrors first. So go to the middle like here. Position myself in a way that allows these cars to go past and also allows the cars behind me to go past me as well. Once I can see a nice big gap, even though it's still green, I can start making my move. And even if the light changes to red, I can still make my turn because I can't stay in the middle there. And on this one, it's got 2 lanes. And again, so oncoming traffic would have priority, but as you can see, that van is quite far away and it's going quite slow, so I can make my turn. This one here is probably the easiest one because it's going to be a filter light for left and a filter right for right. I don't have to worry about any oncoming traffic because there's no road over there. This is a T-Junction setup. So once it goes to green for me, it should have an arrow, which means I don't have to worry about anybody else. I can just make my turn. It's nice and straightforward. So let's see. You see it's got a green arrow, which means everyone else that could potentially get in my way should have a red light, and I can just make my turn. And then this one is slightly different. So we've got 2 sets of lights here. We've got this one here, and then the next one over there. And I'm already in the lane to turn right. There's no right turn just by these lights, but there's a right turn over that, where those lights have got a filter green arrow. So you can see it's got 2 lines as well. 1 line for these lights, and then another stop line further down. So we're gonna have to stop again over there if the light is red. So you see now it's green. But then when you get here, it's red now. But it's a new set of lights, it's red. And you need to be really paying attention here because even though the cars next to us are going past, because they've got a green light, you see, they've got a green filter. Whereas us, we've got a red light. Now ours is going to green. Check my mirror, then I can make my move. And I can see there's oncoming traffic, but after this car, there's one more last one. So I can go in the middle here. Once it's gone past, that car is quite far away, so I can just keep moving. I don't have to change gears. So sometimes you won't have to wait for oncoming traffic, but you won't know that until the lights change. Those guys over there have to wait because they've got a red light when we get a green light, but you don't know that until you start moving. So you see what I mean? So once I start moving, you see this car's not moving because they've got a red light, but we don't know that until we get here. And then we can keep an eye on them, and then we can make our turn, because sometimes they've got a red light, and I know that because I know this junction, but you might not know that, and they might not be moving because they're not paying attention. So before you commit into the turn, make sure that they're still not moving. So this one is another straightforward one. Once our light goes green, we won't have to worry about anybody else because we'll be the only ones that are turning right, and there'll be no one else ahead of us to give priority to. So even though it's got no arrows telling us we can just turn, we know we can just turn because there's no other road here. Don't have to worry about any oncoming traffic. And we've got 2 lanes to choose from. You can either use that one or this one. I'm going to use the right hand side. We won't know until we start moving whether the oncoming traffic has a green light as well. And it looks like they don't because you see those cars are turning. And I'm going to make sure I stick to my lane here. Here we're turning right again. So mirror, mirror, signal right. You see this has got a separate lane and it's got a stop line there as well by the red light here. Which means we need to wait until the light is green here. So even if that side of even if this oncoming traffic stops, or if it's clear, if the light is still red, we need to keep waiting. We can only move here once the light goes green for us. So like now there's a big gap here, but I can't take it because it's still red. Normally if it was a normal situation, like a crossroad situation, I could just take that turn. But because it's still red for us, I need to wait. So like now once it goes green, check my mirror, and then I can start moving. So right now, we've got the oncoming traffic that are going to be going straight, so they have priority. So I'm just going to position myself just here. So I'm not getting in the way of these oncoming traffic. I'm not in their lane. I'm on my side still. And then this way, once I get a nice safe gap, check my mirror, and then make my turn. For this right turn, this lane can go straight as well, and we've got the right filter arrow along with the normal green light. And then once I get here, even though the light was changing, I can still keep moving. And then this light is nothing really to do with us, it's more for the other people that are behind, that are on the other side. So you don't really need to worry about that light too much as you go through. This one is a much bigger one. It's on a dual carriageway. The junction is quite big, so we need to go position ourselves in the middle, wait for any oncoming traffic, and then make the turn. But as you can see, I can't really see properly what's behind these cars, so I'm going to approach it slowly, creeping forward slowly. And I can see a car coming down. Now they've stopped, all stopped. I can make my move, check my mirrors, and go. So when you've got two lanes and they're both going straight, or some of them are turning, you need to make sure that both lanes are clear before you make your turn. Keeping my distance from the car in front and looking for any oncoming traffic. It looks like there's none so far. Now normally I would aim for the left lane, but this time I'm going to aim for the middle one, just because there's not much space there. But if there was lots of space, I'll just aim for the left lane and then keep going.